everybody, so there it is. I just purchased a Fender Telecaster from Andertons Music from the limited run on the road-worn Danish Pete inspired edition, and decided to do a little unboxing to share with everybody. So hope you enjoy it. So on September 27th, 2020, Andertons put out a video about a limited edition of road-worn Fenders, including a certain purple Tele. If you're following the Andertons channel, you might have heard of Danish Pete's 52 Fender custom shop Telecaster, since it came to some fame within the community. You can buy that very same heavily relicked custom shop guitar, but it will set you back almost £4,000. Since this is a bit out of my price range, I was very happy to hear that Andertons got Fender to build a limited run of only 100 units of the very guitar that I'm about to unpack. I ordered it immediately after watching the video on Sunday, about 4 hours after it was published, knowing that it would sell out quickly. Everything went smoothly with Andertons. They shipped it Monday morning. By Wednesday afternoon it made it to Madrid. The Spanish postal service though needed another 5 days to bring it to the south of the country. You could blame it on COVID, but this is just how the Spanish postal service do. The guitar comes with Fender's deluxe gig bag. It's a decent bag that has some cushioning and some side pockets. Calling it deluxe is a bit of a stretch though. I mean, it's a bag. So the road-worn series has a nitro cellulose lacquer finish that nowadays is mainly used on custom shop and American vintage guitars. Therefore it comes with a leaflet explaining the difference to modern polyester finishes. There's another leaflet containing the warranty card and a cool old picture from the factory with a thank you note. You're welcome. They even threw a sticker in there. So, now to the main attraction. There it is, nicely wrapped in plastic, straight to the floor it goes. A 2020 Road-Worn's 50s Telecaster limited edition in faded metallic purple. A little silicate bag to keep it dry. Some free online lessons that YouTube ads keep reminding us all of. And a quality control card that no one put the serial number on. These guitars are made in Fender's Mexican factory, just like the Vintera series, but for this run they packed in a couple of upgrades. So what makes those guitars special compared to previous issues are the pickups. There is a custom shop 51 Nocaster in the bridge and a twisted Tele in the neck, so those are the very same pickups you would get in the custom shop version. What first catches the eye though is of course the relicking. To be honest, from the pictures on the webpage and the Andertons video, it looked kinda cheap. Almost like a standard Tele that somebody randomly banged up a little bit. But I'll show you in a minute that there's actually more to it. We've got a one-piece maple neck, so there's not a different material fingerboard. Vintage tuners. The electronics are solid. There's a satisfying click to the 3-position blade switch. Heavy-duty control knobs give just the right amount of resistance. So there is some relicking done to the fingerboard. You can see brighter areas between the frets, but nothing to write home about. But look at this headstock. This just blew me away. All those crackles in the lacquer, the dings along the edges, the spaghetti Fender logo. This looks like it has been around since the 50s. The pictures really don't do it justice. Here's the backside, just as pretty. Serial number. Hecho en Mexico. So the neck of course was relicked as well, though I have to say it seems the lacquer was just removed somewhat unlovingly. It does feel like touching untreated wood. I hope that after playing it for a while my own sweat and grease will smoothen it out so it feels in fact a bit more road-worn. The neck shape is what they call a slim U, but don't let the word slim fool you. It's still a chunky piece of neck compared to more modern profiles. There are a couple of little details that I do like a lot. I mean, look at those ferrules. They do look like they actually were 70 years old. So the body is made from alder, 50s style, no tummy cut or anything fancy, just a plank of wood. Even the knobs have just a tiny bit of rust on them, so do all the screws. I mean, the attention to detail is pretty astonishing. In fact, all the small metal parts do look properly aged. I wonder how to do it. If I had to guess, I would say with some kind of acid, or maybe they just left it out in the rain for a while. I don't know. So from this angle you can see that the purple lacquer is actually crackled as well. Those details really don't show on the stock photos. So one little issue I have with this Tele is the fretwork. Not that they were poking out or anything, but if you look closely you can see some marks from the sanding process. I guess I'll have to do the final polishing myself to get them perfectly smooth and make playing just a teeny bit more enjoyable. Okay, so let's see if it's in tune. Not really, but after being shipped from Guildford to the very south of Spain, I wouldn't have expected that either. So let's give it a little tune up and let's hear some tones. As you can see, I'm playing it over a Boss Katana. I know, it's not a real amp, but this is also not supposed to be a sound demo. If you want to hear how it sounds, I highly recommend to listen to Danish Pete play it. I put the link in the description. One thing I'd like to mention though is how very apparent the difference in quality is in the pickups compared to lower priced ones. Even on a pretty high gain setting, you can just roll off the volume and it takes away the distortion in a very linear fashion. So as I said, the first batch of those guitars is already sold out, but there are more coming. Taking the success of this run of road-worn limited edition guitars, there were also some slightly lower spec Strats available. I'm quite convinced that Andertons will do something similar in the future. So, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Sorry for my poor editing skills, or the lack thereof. Any tips or recommendations on that are very welcome as well. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video after I got used to playing it. Also to see if the neck breaks in the way I hope it will, if the lacquer wears off already. Let me know if you're interested in any of this. I'll let the outro ring out for a bit. Keep on rocking, and thanks for watching.